able to give us any kind of a dollar estimate on the cost of this independent audit?
Per my discussion with Sharon Swan, we're going to have to bring this back as a special services contract to be approved by the board anyway. And what we do with Ernst & Young when we did the P-card one was we asked for initial types of services, and then we tried to reduce the scope somewhat because we wanted to reduce the fee. The fee was significant. So we will bring the estimate of a fee back to you, and you all will decide.
And I understand your hesitance to do so, but I mean, are we talking $10,000, $100,000, or more?
I'm not really sure because honestly, I think we need to go back and further refine the scope based on apparently additional documents that have been provided. And so I don't know. I have no idea.
And Mr. Chair, I don't know if this is the appropriate time, but the reason I ask this, and I want to bring it up at the right time, but I know one of our options is to come under the purview of the Inspector General. And if we were already under her jurisdiction, this would have been covered. So I want to discuss that. I don't know if now's the right time or if I should bring that up at another time.
Mr. Harris. The board can entertain a motion to take this out of order.
Oh,
Do you want me to repeat? In other words, if you want to take your discussion item out of order, the board can make a motion to that effect. There needs to be a second and then an affirmative vote.
Well, Mrs. Brown, let me ask you a question. Are you suggesting that we could turn this particular one item over to the Inspector General without the board formally, adopting a policy to submit ourselves to the district, to the Inspector General? Is that a possibility? I don't even know what the Inspector...
Sorry, it's not. I spoke with Ms. Steckler today, who is the Inspector General, to ask her about my discussion item, but then specifically also to ask that if we were under the jurisdiction of the Inspector General, would this be something that she could investigate for us? And she explained that while the Ethics Commission is prospective only, so that once you come under the jurisdiction of the Ethics Commission, they will only look at matters from that day forward, the Inspector General will look at anything that's within the statute of limitations, and this clearly is. So then I asked her, well, if we were to be able to negotiate terms such that we came under your jurisdiction, when would you see that happening? She's just now had an election and has, got a lot of municipalities, and she's doing a lot of hiring. Because of that, she was hopeful that we wouldn't, although we might reach terms in short order, she wouldn't begin to do work for us until June 1st of 2011. That said, she said that she thought that she ought to be able to work out a special contract or a special provision so that this particular investigation would be done now. And the only reason I raise it is someone threw out to me a number in the order of $300,000 to do this independent audit. I have no idea if that's a real number. But if it is, then it may be worth us, if we are going indeed to come under the purview of the Inspector General, it may be worth letting her do this. So it was something that I wanted to raise as an...
The P-card audit was about $25,000. Okay. They're not anywhere close.
All right. Mr. Harris, if this board